Hello, my dear students. So, today we will be discussing another topic of the chapter Forests, Our Lifeline. So, what we are going to learn today? Today, we will be learning about the causes and effects of destruction of forest. Then, we will be learning about conservation of forest, and then how does a forest grow and regenerate on their own. So, let's proceed. Now, a large number of forest trees every day are being cut down to meet the various demands of increasing population. You all know the increase of population is a main source of problem nowadays. Okay, so due to increase in population, the demand of forest wood for various purposes it has gone up tremendously. Okay, so forests every day they are being cut down to clear land for agricultural purposes, to grow more and grow more crops to feed the increasing population. Okay, other than that, the forests they are being cut down to clear land for the construction of roads, houses, buildings, the industries, dams, for hydroelectric power plants. Okay, so this large scale of cutting down of forest trees it is known as deforestation. So basically, what are the causes of deforestation? The main causes of deforestations are forests they are basically cut down to obtain the firewood, that is the wood which is used as a fuel, right? Okay, next the forests they are cut down to obtain timber. Okay, timber means the wood which is used for making houses as well as for making furnitures, right? Next, the forests they are cut down to obtain wood for making paper. As you all know, the paper this is being made from wood. Okay, so in order to get the wood, the people they cut down the forest, right? Next, the forests they are cut down to clear land for cultivation of crops in agriculture, right? And last and not the least, forests they are cut down to clear land for the construction of roads, houses, industries, dams, etc. Okay, next, so here you can see the forest, how the people they cut down the forest, they clear the forest, and in this way they pile up the wood, okay, which is used for various purposes. Okay, that is used for construction of houses, okay, the doors and windows, then you can say the furniture. Okay, the few woods they are used as a fuel also. Okay, the woods they are used for making paper as well. Okay, now next, what are the effect of destruction of forest? Okay, that is what are the influences, okay, that are caused, bad influences that are caused on the destruction of forest. Now, when the trees they are cut down from a forest, the new trees grow in their place naturally. As you all know that forests they regenerate on their own. I'll be discussing about that later on. Okay, but the new trees they grow in their place naturally after some time. Okay, but the new trees they grow in a forest at a slow rate. Okay, due to this the number of trees cut down from a forest for various purposes it is usually much more than the new trees which grow in the forest naturally. Okay, so this makes the number of trees in a forest decrease at rapid rate. Okay, the destruction of forests by the excessive cutting of forest trees at a rapid rate they can make the forest disappear completely in one day. Okay, so what are the various effects of the destruction of forest? Number one, the destruction of forest it can lead to a shortage of wood and other forest product. As I said that the new plant it takes long to grow, right? Next, destruction of forest it will disturb the balance of carbon dioxide and oxygen in atmosphere. Okay, why? Because due to cutting down of forest trees the amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere it will increase, leading to an increase in earth's temperature. Next, destruction of forest it will cause soil erosion for making the soil infertile to support crops. Number 4, destruction of forest it will cause frequent flooding of river leading to loss of life and property. And number 5, the destruction of forest it can affect the water cycle, which can lead to reduce in rainfall. Next, destruction of forest it leads to the extinction of many wild animals and plants, and destruction of forest it can cause change in earth's climate. Okay, so for this bad effect of this destruction of forest we need to conserve the forest. So why is it necessary to conserve forest? The first thing comes, why is it necessary to conserve the forest? Number 1, to maintain the supply of wood and other forest products. Number 2, to maintain a healthy balance between carbon dioxide and oxygen in the atmosphere. Number 3, to maintain the water cycle in nature and bring sufficient rain. Number 4, to prevent soil erosion and flood. Number 5, to protect wild animals and plant from extinction. Okay, as because you all know, if you clear the forest, then what will happen? The wild animal, they will not get food. The herbivores, they will not get food. Okay, that will lead to their extinction. And if the herbivores, they extinct, so ultimately what will happen? The carnivores, they will also extinct. Okay, so like it is not wrong to cut forest trees for various desirable uses, but the thing is that it should be done at a slow rate so that the forest trees, they can able to regenerate naturally. Okay, now since the forests, they are very beneficial to us, as well as that is a huge resource for us, for other animals as well as the environment, we must conserve the forest. Okay, now how can we conserve the forest? Number 1, excessive cutting down of forest trees, it should not be allowed by the government to conserve forest, right? Number 2, more trees should be planted in the forest in place of cut down trees to conserve forest. And number 3, paper products such as, you can say, old newspaper, magazines and books, okay, they should be recycled to conserve the forest. Okay, so that the need of paper should be slowed down. Okay, now paper that is actually made from wood pulp that is produced from the wood of forest trees. Okay, so to make paper, many trees have to be cut down from the forest. So if all of us keep on collecting old newspaper, magazines, books, notebooks, etc., and send them to the paper mills for recycling through a junk dealer, then we will be able to save many forest trees from being cut down, right? Now next, growth and regeneration of forest. Now the trees and the plants, they can grow in the forest on their own and regenerate the forest. How? Now the dead parts of the plant, okay, then dead animals and animal waste, they keep on collecting in the forest floor. All of you know which one is the forest floor. Now the decomposer organism, they act on the dead plant and animal matter and animal waste, and they convert them into humus. Okay, now this humus, it contains the plant nutrients, right? Now this humus, it mixes with the forest soil and makes it fertile. Now the animals and birds of the forest, okay, then wind, water, they disperse the seed of the trees and plants in the forest soil, right? Now these seeds, it obtain the nutrients and water from the forest soil and germinate to form seedlings. Okay, now these seedlings, they grow to form the saplings and ultimately they develop into trees. Thus you can say the growing of new trees and other plants on their own, it regenerates the forest naturally, right? So from this discussion, what we can conclude, that the forest soil, it helps the forest trees and plants to grow and regenerate the forest by providing them nutrients required for their growth. Okay, now the animals, how come they help the forest to grow and regenerate? By two ways. Number 1, the dead animals and the animal wastes, okay, they provide nutrients to the forest soil and make it fertile. Number 2, the animals, they carry out pollination in flowers and also disperse the seeds of plants and trees throughout the forest. Okay, so the natural forest, they regenerate on their own. Okay, so this is all for today. Thank you everyone.